Hello and welcome to Essence Divine. My name is Sabrina. For those of you who don't know, the whole premise of Essence Divine when we started this company was that Essence represented the moon and Divine represented the sun. So, alas, I'm going to do a pick a card reading today about the moon, spotlighting the moon. For those of you who don't know, or maybe you do, I've recently been watching a lot of videos and doing a lot of research about the moon, and there's a controversy right now about the moon being a false narrative in the galaxy. So much so that it's saying that it's man-made and it's just an observatory for man onto the earth. Be that it may, for me, the moon is symbolic, and the moon is, I feel connected to the moon, so we're going to keep it like this. And so before we get into this reading, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the moon. My moon, our moon. Traditionally, the moon is a powerful feminine energy. And there's a video that I watched recently from Alan Watts talking about the embodiment of the divine feminine with the moon, and how the divine feminine is related to the negativity principle. Whereas like the moon and the sun, the moon is feminine, the sun is masculine, the feminine is negative, the masculine is positive. I was like, what? No, right? As a woman, I was like, because we were taught and conditioned in our lives that negative is bad, right? But in this video, if I find the video, I'll put the link below. But he talked about how you can't have light without the dark, right? You can't see the stars in the sky without the night, right? You can't read a book without the blank canvas of a page. So, very interesting. So you can't have positivity without negativity, right? You can't like divine feminine, divine masculine works together. It's a balance, right? It's not like one is greater than the other, right? No. There's a harmony in relationships. There's a harmony within yourself as well. This is what I believe. So. Traditionally, the moon represents the emotions, your regeneration, like death of ego, or let's say rebirth, like the whole moon phase, the cycles, right? Each phase is each phase of the moon is like the waxing moon, right? Is creativity, manifestation. The waning is like letting go and reflection. The crescent is rebirth and transformation. The new moon is the new beginning. The full moon is the release and the setting of intention. So there's always like something happening throughout the cycles of the moon, right? And the moon is important for those who practice witchcraft. There's a lot of magic and mystery associated with the moon. I mean, there's like, it's very important when it comes to nature, right? There's just a lot of symbolism throughout our planet Earth when it comes to the moon. So we're going to give it its due. And so there's like the shadow selves, the cycles, whatever, right? If you're aware of your own moon sign in astrology, because we all have that, we all have a sun sign, an ascendant sign, which is a rising sign, a moon sign. We have a whole bunch of other planetary influences as well. But the moon sign is our inner emotions. It's our your mood that you're in. It's how you express your feelings. It's your comfort zones. So I'm just going to give you a little rundown of like each moon according to its zodiac sign. So if you have it, if you know what your moon sign is, great. If not, I think you can go on any astrology site and check it out, like cafeastrology.com, and you can and they can give you a whole rundown of what all of your signs are, like your ascendant, your things. So if your moon is in Aries, you have no filter and you say it as it is. Yes, Aries. If your moon is in Taurus, you have a very calming presence, and you're very like, you love your comfort zone like to an extreme almost. The moon in Gemini, you're always looking to create something new. The moon in Cancer, you're always trying to people please. You're always trying to make everything really good for everybody else. Sometimes you forget yourself, but it's okay. Moon in Virgo, you're always fixing, trying to fix situations, fix people, fix events, you're fixing things. The moon in, what's after Virgo? Libra. The moon in Libra is you're always seeking peace and harmony and relationships. It's very Libra. The moon in Scorpio, it's like extreme secrecy. You're very closed in, almost too much. And you're also super intuitive, right? So that's interesting. Good, use that. The moon in Sagittarius, you're fiery and carefree, almost to a point where it's like you probably have been diagnosed with ADD in your life, where you're like, oh, I like this, and you move to the next thing. No. Moon in Capricorn, very reserved as well. The Capricorn is like you're almost afraid to express your feelings with anyone else. Moon in Aquarius, super rebellious. You're rebelling against anything, anyone, anybody, any situation. You're always rebelling. And the moon in Pisces is related to, you're like very open-hearted. You have a huge heart, which is Pisces, right? So sensitive and romantic. So this is like the moon energy. And so now we're going to get into the reading, which is going to be interesting. You're going to get to pick your card, and we'll see what the moon has to say for you and where your emotions are right now, what you maybe need to release, what you need to like take in. We'll see if there's any rebirths, regeneration that needs to be done. Let us find out in a few. I love you. Remember to check us on Instagram, essence_divine. You can find a whole bunch of rituals there, new moon, full moon rituals, or even just interesting facts about the sun and the moon, or just what's going on in the world. And that's it. So like, subscribe, leave some comments, some nice ones. Thank you. Love you. Okay, love you. And we are back. So for those of you who picked pile number 1 with this beautiful, this beautiful rutilated quartz. I bought this in South Africa recently. So beautiful. Okay, so we are going to pick out, I'm just going to randomly shuffle. We're going to pick out some cards and see what it is in this deck that maybe you need to release, maybe you need to bring in. Let's just see. Whoops. We see something already. Some release needs to be done. We like this. Is there anything else you need for this first moon card? Oh, the sun, the star. Okay. The Page of Wands. The world. You know what? I'm going to do like I always do. Okay. The bottom of the deck is 2 of Wands. So how this reading is going to work is that I'm just going to go through this, and then I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck because that's what I do, and then we might pick some other cards. So let's see. The 9 of Swords, the star. For me, that's just amazing. 9 of Swords. Are you feeling angst? Are you feeling depressed? I mean, this is definitely a time to be feeling this because the world is going through so many more downs than ups, and I think we're all feeling this. So it's okay that you feel like this. It's interesting, this card. I'm just noticing this. There's like people pointing at you or like trying to grab you. It's all these negative that we were saying before, the moon. But there's always a positive with a negative. And there's this skull here. So yeah, you could feel her anxiety, right? And her stress. But look what comes underneath, the star. So there's hope, basically, right? It's okay to feel this way. It's okay that you're feeling shitty, if I could say, if you're feeling overwhelmed and like you just don't want to see anymore. You don't want to see what's happening in the world. You don't want to. Maybe it's not has to do with the world itself too. It could be you. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you like something like your like a relationship is failing. Maybe it's just too much for you, right? But the moon is coming in and saying it's okay. You got this. This is just something that you need to go through, but this is coming, right? So soon you'll be able to like take your hands off your face and look inside the water or in the mirror and say, wow, I got this. I can see, and you can start to reflect, right? You can reflect on you and maybe release and let go of all this angst. Maybe the full moon, October 31st is a blue moon. It's a good time for you because it's time to release. The 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy, right? I feel like this is like really centered around this Nine of Swords because all this other energy is beautiful. And it's very relevant to the first part, if you listen to the first part of the moon, because this is the Magician, which is like manifesting, which is the waxing moon, and the star is this new beginning, which is the new moon, right? But it's also, and this is like the full moon is what you need to release and set intentions. It's very interesting. I love it. So 10 of Cups comes in, and it's like once you release all these emotions and you set your intentions and you're able to like see the clearer picture, this is what's waiting for you, right? So it's happiness in your home, happiness with your friends and relationships, and just happiness with whatever it is that you're trying to find clarity in, you're trying to step into, right? So maybe it's this new job that you have or whatever it is. But 10 of Cups is usually related to home, relationship. As you can see here, it's like mother, father, mother. Oh, there's a baby here. Okay, so it's like a happy home, nature behind her. The cups are filled, and the Page of Wands comes in and says, "Yes, you can get this. You can find this happiness." The Page of Wands is like it's a faster energy, even though he's like just idle with his wand, but he's very confident. Like he's able to take the next step, right? He or she, whatever, right? So pile number one, basically, because look, the Magician is here to manifest, right? You can. It's a really beautiful read, right? So you're in this energy, currently in this energy, which is like overwhelming, like burdensome. But they're telling you, like, go for it. Go, take the time to reflect. Take the time to go within. Spend some time alone. Doing that could help this, right? Could help your relationships find a unifying bond. It could help your whatever it is that you're doing, your family, your friends. It's a bit hard. A lot of the world is in lockdown as well, and it's hard to get together with people. But if there's a will, there's a way, right? We can find ourselves. Like there's phones, you talk to people. There's Zoom, you video people. Like that's the Page of Wands, basically. Like hold that wand in pride, and find this way to get to this, right? It's interesting. There's a wand that goes into the wand, the magician wand, right? It's like pick up the wand and manifest your dreams. Like create the joy that you want in your life. This is only a conditioned way of thinking, like that sadness, anxiety, and fear, these are just like lower density vibrations, right? They're lower density consciousnesses that we've been conditioned over and over and over that it's okay to go through this and just need to pop a pill to fix it, right? But no, the magician is like, no, you can find your happiness. You can overcome this anxiety and this stress and this boredom, even if it's boredom. You can do this, right? Just go within and believe in the power that you have inside you, right? Wave that wand, change your emotions, because you have that power within you to do that, right? Because you are a light being, right? And look at this, the world. And the world is at your feet. You can't look, she's like emerging from this this narrow, right? This narrow space, and she's emerging, coming out of it, right? And there's a victory wreath around her. It's beautiful. And there's like the lion and the eagle and the bull. There's like a lot of like strength here for her. Like they're pushing her out of this, right? Because she has this, or he or she, you have this capability of releasing from this, right? You have it in you, so do it. It could also be a travel card. Maybe you're needing to get out of here and you're needing to immerse yourself in another world, in another culture, in another way of being. I mean, again, it's like a lockdown in a lot of places. Borders are closed in a lot of places, but there are places we still can go. Because the Two of Wands comes in at the bottom of this deck, which is interesting. And that's like choosing a path, right? So what is the path that you want to take? Is it the path, do you want to take the path of this, of like angst? Or do you want to take the path of the world and like coming out of your shell, right? That's what it feels like. She's coming out. She's like, coming, like as I'm visualizing it, she's like emerging from the cocoon, right? So much like it's enough now. We need to like come out of ourselves, move out of ourselves. And interesting, so the Two of Wands shows up here, as well as the Six of Cups, which is beautiful because this is like a nostalgic energy, but it's also for me always will be. It's like remembering who you are, like remembering the light that you are. So when you're able to remember the power that you have within you, then overcoming this becomes so much more easy. The King of Swords, how beautiful is that? The King of Swords is that. It's like getting clear on what the next move is and being very stoic and very determined, like persistent, cutting through the bullshit, like knowing who you are, like remembering who you are, right? Standing there and saying, yeah, I got this. Like he's got this. Like look at him. He's like, yeah. Is that like there's a bird on him? It's a crow or something. It's like we're looking ahead. We're looking past this. This is no more, right? No. We're going to cut right through this. And again, there's a juggling. So it's like, what is it that you want? Do you want to be like sad? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be like depressed? Or do you want to be like enthusiastic about the world? And I'm saying we should maybe probably be enthusiastic about this world, because look what's underneath this. The Six of Wands. Victory. Victory is upon you. This is, wow. This is a great read, right? You want to pull out another card? Let's pull out another card. Okay, let's pull a card from the Moonology set, see what the moon has, the final message from the moon. Sorry about that noise. Okay, that's fine. Okay, final messages from the moon. Wow, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. We like that. So, what other? A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, we'll take that, right? No problemo. And one more. Work through your fears. Wow. That is spot on, right? Work through your fears. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio, right? What did we learn about the moon in Scorpio? Is that they're super intuitive, but they're also very tight and reserved. So they have a hard time working through their fears. But we can do this. You can do this because look, luck is on your side. And it's a win-win. I love this reading. Awesome. I hope that pile 1 resonated with you, and I hope this helps with you. This is a great message. Remember that you are a powerful light. There's a powerful light within you. And if you start remembering who you are, you will find the strength to move forward and emerge into this world. All right then. I love you. Hello, pile number 2. For those of you who picked the selenite wand and pile number 2, this is your reading. I'm using the StarChild Tarot deck. It was actually my first, the first deck that I actually learned tarot with. I know. Don't do that if you're a beginner. Okay. So I already premeditated and pre-shuffled the cards, but since I picked jumpers, we're going to go ahead and do it. 4 of Swords comes out. Let's see what we need to release, what we need to manifest. Let's find out, pile number 2. What is it that we need? I'm going to pull out 3 or 6 cards, let's say, and then we're going to do the bottom of the deck. What is it that they need to know? Okay, so Temperance comes out, number Knight of Wands. We have some action happening here. Ooh, we jumping. We have the Tower under the 4 of Swords. It's an interesting energy right there. Pile number 2. Under Temperance, we have the Universe, which is the World card. We had that in the first reading. Pile number 1's the World. And the Awakening. That's a beautiful card, and there's one that popped out, the Page of Wands. Let me just keep it here. And the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. That's a lovely reading. So let's see, the 4 of Swords. I mean, you are in a time of, it's interesting, these two energies together, right? Because the Tower is very fiery energy. It's the Aries energy. And the 4 of Swords is, it's time to meditate. It's time to take time out. It's time to relax, which is, it is actually. Like we're coming into the end of the year, and with the chaos that has gone through this past year, well, maybe that's what it is, right? So, and the moon, the moon is everywhere. It's prevalent in all these cards here, which is very nice. So maybe it's time to, we've all experienced this energy, all of us, the whole world, right? 8 billion of us. And now, as all this old patterning breaks down, and all these old ways, like this is the old. We're going into the new normal, right? Because this is all the old ways of doing things has had to change this whole year, right? We've had to like step away from a lot of comforts, a lot of um, ways of doing business, the ways of even like spending time socializing. So it's like saying goodbye to this, right? Saying goodbye to the old and saying hello to the new. But in doing in while we're experiencing this psychoticness, we need to maybe relax and go deep within, right? Remember, like, go out in the night in the when it's a moon, when there's a new moon coming. There's a full moon at the end of October, which is the blue moon. Blue moon, nice. It's a good time to release, right? To set your intentions. This is actually a beautiful card to just remind us that we need to move forward and not hang on to what was. Instead, let's go forward to a new year, a regeneration, a rebirth, right? The temperance comes in and it's like, can you find that balance between what you lost, what was, and what is, right? Like it's time to that's perfect, exactly. It's find a way to merge together how you used to be and how it needs to be, kind of thing. It's there's no going back to the old ways, right? This is like it was a sudden change, but it's something that we need to embrace, but not the way it is now, because new earth is coming, right? We know this. So there's new something good is coming out of all this chaos. We just have to be patient and find a way to balance these energies, right? This is also Sagittarius card, so maybe there's a Sagittarius in your life here, or maybe you have a moon in Sagittarius, so this would be like prevalent for you or relevant to you. But interesting, the balancing and the universe, right? So you find it, you finding this balance with the old and the new will set you up for this new earth, right? I don't know if you're aware or you believe in this. There's a great awakening happening in 2020, at the end of 2020, where the planet Earth is in third dimension, is shifting to the fifth dimension. So this is a reminder that we are moving into a new Earth, which is beautiful. So if you're ready for it, it's time to harness the change. It's time to harness the new, right? The Knight of Wands comes in and he's a manifester. Look, he has the wand in his hand and he's ready, right? Like, I'm ready for this. Bring it on. That's what his energy is. Like he's luminescent. He's full of light, which is who we are. We are light beings. And he's standing in this forest in the nature with the stars behind him, with his star family behind him, and he's holding that magical wand and he's saying, yes, if you're ready, sorry, if you're ready for the new, let's do it. So pile number 2, it's a lot about letting go of the old ways, the old patterns, the old behaviors, the old thoughts, the old beliefs. Like like not like rejecting them, just saying thank you, you served me well. But now let's move forward. Let's go into the new. What does the new mean? What does the new earth mean? The new earth is full of freedom. It's unity. It's sovereignty. It's free will. It's love, harmony, compassion. It's the old world is fear, insecurity, disillusion, chaos. No, it's time to pick up that wand and move forward, because wow, we are in the great awakening, right? This is it. Pile number 2, we are in this great awakening. It's time now to Channel that inner power. Channel that inner divine feminine, that the divine masculine. Bring them together. Harmonize these two energies together, and get ready for the shift. Wow, this is a beautiful. Look at this representation of the waxing, the waning moons. I love that there's moons in this deck, in this read. And then this one popped out, so the Page of Wands. So same idea, right? It's basically a reminder of moving forward, right? She's like looking behind saying, yeah, I see you, but I don't want to be you anymore, right? Now I'm going to move forward into the light. I see that there's more potential, that there's more opportunity going forward into the light. Wow, I like it. I'm going to put her here because I'm going to go into the bottom of the deck, which is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cup energy is full of love. She embodies nourishment of the soul. She embodies, she's like the nurturer, right? She's the mother. She's, if you will, like planet Earth. She's Mother Gaia, right? Saying, let's embrace this movement forward. Let's embrace this newness, right? Let's like find the power within us to do this. I like this. Seven of Wands. It's exactly that. Seven of Wands is like having that faith, standing in your power, and like seeing the greatness. Like she's like behind this mountain, but she's seeing the light, right? She's seeing the sun or the illumination or the awakening possibilities in front of her. They're not looking back, they're looking forward. Wow. I love it when it all comes together. The Seven of Cups. Look at, like, it's exactly what I'm saying. To all these opportunities. Like, why is it like, it's time for change. It's time to like stop doing what we always do, right? It's we're doing away with the routines. We're doing away with the like this desire for status and money and power. It's no, it's the new earth is not about that. It's about humility. It's about humanity. It's about helping one another, right? But there's so many different ways that you could go about this. So it's up to you to choose, right? Because you have free will. And the Nine of Wands is that, right? So you're standing around and you're waiting for this moment, right? It's like you're contemplating, do I go? Do I not go? I say, yeah, we go, man. We're going forward. I love it. I'm going to show you the other bottom of the deck is the Star. The Star is our new, is hopes. It's releasing the fears. It's moving forward. It's illuminating your path. So pile number 2, I mean, this became a very new earth reading. It's all about your future, and it's bright. It's enlightening. It's illuminating, to repeat it again, but it's wow. But it's also a reminder to release all that is old, right? It's okay. And it's okay to do it because everyone is going to do it anyways. We are going into a beautiful new earth. Embrace that. I'm going to pull out a card from the Moonology deck because it's a moon reading. I'm just going to shuffle it and see what else comes out. So here we go. A fiery climax approaches. Indeed, it does. This end of the year, like right now, a lot of you, I talk to many of my clients, or many even my family members and friends, and everyone is like unstable and feeling this unsteadiness. And I know it's because programs are collapsing around us, and we just have to like wade through this energy. We just have to be strong because they will all collapse, but we will all stand. We will all stand. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. It can't be more clear than this. It is basically what it is, because stepping out of the new is going into, is like stepping out of the comfort zone, right? And going into new territory. But imagine if your new territory was all about health, happiness, harmony. I mean, there's nothing better than that, I'd say. Take time to breathe out. Very good. Also take time to breathe in, right? Breathe it in and breathe out, which means release. So breathe out, release all this, for lack of a better word, this negativity, which we don't want to talk about that, right? But release all these unnecessary emotions, right? All these lower dimensional consciousnesses. Release them, because now we're moving forward towards a beautiful climax. This is wow. All right, pile number 2. I hope this reading, I hope you love this reading as much as I did, actually, because I really love this reading. It's like a powerful reading for everyone. So go, like, to put to bed your old belief systems and look and breathe out and go forward into a new one. Awesome. All right, so I guess I'll see you next time. Love you. Hello, pile number 3. If you pick this beautiful teeny weeny quartz, just like, yep. And I'm going to be using the Light Seer's Tarot. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to pull out as many cards I want to come out, and usually I pull out 6 cards, and then we do the bottom of the deck. We'll see what you need to release, what you need to let go of, what you need to manifest in your life. Ooh, these are jumping like crazy. I take jumpers. So this one was the first one, sorry. Page of Wands, Lovers, and the Death card. Well, that's beautiful. Let's start with, we're already seeing some rebirth here. Ooh, these are really jumping. Ooh. Okay, so we got them all. The 6 of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. And the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. It seems to be a very common theme in all these piles already. Now we're at pile number 3. The pile number 2 got the 4 of Swords, which was relaxed and meditation. The pile number 1, I don't remember anymore, but there was like a going within card. So let's do this. Pile number 3. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is usually a fast movement, right? We see this with the and she's like throwing the javelin kind of thing, throwing the wand up in the air. So, and there's 6 of Swords. So the movement is forward, definitely, right? So maybe pile number 3, you're thinking of moving ahead, or going on either you're traveling or you're going ahead with a project, but you're leaving something behind, right? Something that no longer serves you behind, and you're headed forward, which is a great like a great motion to be going towards, right? So pile number 3, you could be leaving a relationship, you could be changing direction in a relationship, you could be starting a new business, you could be traveling, moving away. But whatever this changes with this Page of Wands, it feels very fast, like you're done and you're going forward. Confidently too. It's not like you're running away from something, right? Because even here, it's a bit ominous, the card. It feels a bit like she's running away, but I like the crows. There's a direction with the crows, right? They're pointedly going somewhere, and then there's also crows behind that are like protecting and guiding you. Like your spirit team is behind you, and they're focus on the end direction. It's beautiful. So whatever it is you're going towards, it could be about love, right? Or the Lover's card is also a choice card. It could also be a partnership card. So it could be that you're going forward with a business partnership. It could be that you're finding a new love. Like I said before, it could be that you're finding a new path in your love journey. Or it doesn't have to be with love, or it could also be you. You're finding something. But the King of Pentacles is here, so it's like leads me to believe that could be business related, could be finance related. Maybe you're investing in something else. Maybe you're investing in gold or silver or platinum, which soon will be our currencies. Maybe you're just investing in yourself. That could be good, right? Because the King of Pentacles is a Taurus card. It also, on the Lovers, is a Gemini card. That could mean something to somebody. This is a Scorpio card. But regardless, it doesn't have to be about one of these signs. It's just you, right? That you're choosing to fall in love with yourself again, to be confident again, to find that direction again, right? Within yourself. Right? Like I've said in the other piles, that this year has been like a crazy year, and we've all kind of lost focus, right? And it's almost like a lot of us have turned towards our spirit teams, turned towards our friends and family to gather our strength, right? Because it's been tough. And like we've done this, we've had a death of our ego, we've had a death of our belief systems, or a death of our life, right? Basically, like what we know, to what we knew to be true is not so. So like this card is like a transformation. It's a rebirth again. It's like we're generating ourselves. We're becoming like new. We're starting a new path, right? It's beautiful. It's like we're remembering who we are. Like we are the light. The light is inside us, and remembering this. And it's propelling us forward, right? It's propelling us forward into this. And there's the Two of Pentacles, which is interesting. It's again that juggling feeling. So what is it that you're juggling? So maybe are you afraid of this new journey? And interesting. So the Hermit comes out with leaving on this. Are you afraid of this journey? So it's time to go within. Go within and find the power that's within you. Find that light inside you, right? Look, there's light illuminating from this person. Find a light inside you. Find that power again, but find that like faith. Like this is the Seven of Wands. It's like finding that faith inside you. Like sitting still, looking within. See, there's like light everywhere here. There's light coming out of her. There's light, right? Meditate if you must. Do yoga if you don't like do any of these things. Whatever. Just sit and empty your mind. Go out in nature. Plant your feet on the grass. Hug a tree. If you can't go into nature and you're stuck in your home, then lie in your bed or on your couch and put on a candle, put in some incense, whatever it is that makes you feel calm, and find yourself. Because it's really all about you, right? If you're good, then everyone else around you is good. I've always said that. I still believe in that. Wow. The Hierophant. I mean, the Hierophant is exactly, I feel like it's another Taurus card. So there might be a Taurus or Virgo card. There's a lot of major arcana here, right? So it's a very life-changing read for whoever's picked pile 3. The Hierophant it's the same idea. It's like finding that faith within you and screaming it to the rooftop. Here it's like you're finding your spiritual path. Like you're you're maybe some of you have started your awakening process. Maybe you're like already like in 5D. Maybe you're wherever you are. This is the bridge. Maybe you're on 4D, like the most of us are, and you're like getting there, right? Or maybe you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but you're finding this energy within you. You're finding the light, right? Look again, this light. You're starting to remember who you are. You're starting to like tap into your intuition. You're starting to tap into, a lot of us are tapping into more and more of our psychic abilities, right? We're feeling energies of other people. We're seeing things. We're foretelling. We're forecasting. We're seeing the past. We're seeing, you know what I'm saying? So tap more into that. That's what this is saying. Like, it's like you're again, it's like all these piles have been the same thing. It's like you're releasing something to go forward in something else, which is very moon, right? Is everything representative of the moon? It's like release and then set intentions and move forward and manifest. It's beautiful. And you can't. The Queen of Swords is next. I mean, she's exactly the energy that is required right now. She's like stands tall, like look, she sits there and she stands proudly. She sits proudly. Her sword is in her hand. She's very clear and focused, like the crows, right? The crow. She's focused on the next step. And she's like, she seems very even like relaxed, right? Confident, and she's not in a rush. She's just sitting there and with a knowingness, right? A knowing that everything is going to be fine. A knowing that the future, whatever the future holds, is in her best interest. Because she's created it for her. She's chosen the right path. She's killed her ego, right? She's like put to bed all that no longer serves her. And she's ready for this transformation, for this regeneration. She has got this. And like she, when I say she, could be he, she, doesn't matter, right? It's like you've got this. And the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. Right? It's like you knowing, like she looks like bored and like she looks like a bit anxious, right? But it's okay, because this is beautiful, the Four of Cups. It's like divine. She's being divinely nudged. She's being divinely assisted, right? This beautiful rainbow is coming into her cup, and it's like creating a beautiful potion of like wellness and happiness. And there's a tree behind her. It's again this like rebirth card for me. Like you may be feeling a bit like, oh, I'm not sure how to feel, but know that you're being supported. You're being supported by your angels, your spirits, your guides, fairies, your dragons, whatever you believe in. They're here for you. I'm going to pull out from the Moonology deck, since it's a moon reading, and we're going to see what the moon has to say to us for our final messages. But this is a beautiful read. Like, it's like out with the old and in with the new, and moving forward, like go forward. You're very close to achieving your goal. Like, wow. Very nice. Yes, you are. Like, right? We are, like, we have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. These are very, very astute characters, right? They know what they want and they go for it. And the Hierophant, even though he's like, you know, he's like happy-go-lucky, the Hierophant is usually the bishop, right? They know what they want. They set it, their intention, and they achieve it. They go for it. Work through your fears. I think pile number 1 got this. Work through your fears. So if there's anything holding you down, like this Four of Cups, if there's any like fears that come up, which is normal, right? Because it's normal to go from the old to the new. When you're leaving something behind, it's because there's something that's ailing you. Work through it. Your dreams need a practical plan. Of course, Taurus. Maybe they do. Maybe you need a practical plan. I think the only plan that you need here is to believe in yourself, to believe in your decisions that you're making, and to move forward with them. Because we have free will, and you have free choice. And whatever it is that you pick, and if you're like experiencing a death of a personality trait or a belief or a thought or anything, an ideology, know that like going within yourself and finding that power, you can move forward. Very nice. This was a great read. These are great reads. These pile 1 and 2 and 3. I hope that you like this reading, and I guess I'll be seeing you soon. Love you. Hello, pile number 4. For those of you who chose the clear quartz, the polished clear quartz, I'm using the Good Tarot deck, and I premeditate and pre-shuffle the cards, but I'm going to, as I pick jumpers, I'm just going to let them come out and fly out as they may. I usually pick 6 cards, and then I read the bottom of the deck. So let's see what pile number 4 has to release, what has to change or transform or renew. Ooh. Let's see the Messenger of Water. So the Knight of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. What else do we have? These are like not easy cards. The Strength card, the Leo card, the 4 of Swords. Oh, we just got that in our last reading. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Chariot card. Interesting that we got Chariot and the 4 of Swords here, right? But the Knight of Cups. So it's kind of like a little bit of a love reading, pile number 4, but we'll see what's happening here. The Knight of Cups and the Strength card. So let's see. Is there someone, maybe someone here is, like the Knight of Cups is usually like love, like moving forward with love, getting a love, like someone's coming towards you with love, or you're going towards someone with love. But I'm feeling something different here. I'm actually feeling a lot of self-love involved here. So perhaps you are at a point in your life, pile 4, that you've lost a lot of, not a lot, but you're a bit down and out in the sense that you're maybe feeling a bit emotional and you're feeling a bit depressed. Like a bit, like just not feeling like the best that you can be. And the moon is coming in and telling you that it's okay, it's normal to feel like this. You see like she's talking to the seahorse and he's like, it's okay. It's time to start to love yourself a bit more. Maybe you've given your love a bit too much to too many people in your lifetime. And now that we're coming to the end of this 2020, it's like a reminder that it's time to fully love yourself, like adorn yourself in pearls, in whatever it is that makes you happy. Like do things that actually ignite something in you, like a passion inside you or love inside you. Right? It's like almost like a reminder. Like the seahorse is like, remember who you are. Remember the love that you have for yourself, because that will give you the strength that you need to move forward, or even just to stand where you are, right? Like I don't feel like there's a lot of movement in this deck, although there's a Chariot. But in the past 3 piles, there's been more movement. Here, I feel like it's more about, it's an internal, right? Which is the moon, which is your inner emotions. So it's more like going within and like harnessing this power that you have, right? Like finding that courage that you have within you, but to love yourself first and foremost. Because like I said before, if you love yourself first and foremost, then you can share it with more people, right? And like the 6 of Pentacles is like giving and receiving. So maybe you've been giving a bit too much, right? Maybe you're giving too much of your love to too many people, which is not a bad thing, right? Because you want to give love to people, right? But maybe pile 4s, you have a hard time receiving love or compliments or praise, and you want it more because you've been working hard and you've been giving yourself, like you're doubling yourself over to people. But now it's time for you to stand in this forest, right? And to like be praised and be honored, but not in like a adjulant, is that adulating way, like oh, you're the best, but more like appreciation. I think you're looking more for appreciation, because the 4 of Swords also is here saying like this, like your energy is like, I just want to crawl up in a bed or crawl up on my sofa and just look out into the world. I don't want to deal, because I've been dealing with so many energies. Maybe some of you work in hospitals, or you're working with a lot of people around you, or it doesn't have to be a hospital, but somewhere that there's people around you and their energies are like kind of cramping on your style, and you're always giving to people and you're not receiving, right? And you almost want to just like cocoon yourself. And the moon here, the cards are telling you, yes, go ahead and do that, but remember like the power of love that you have within you. Because I mean, it's okay to loving yourself means the more that you love yourself, the more that the love that you can share with other people, right? I mean, that's the 4 of Earth. I feel like she's like here too. She's standing, but she feels a little cramped here for me. She has wings on her side, and she has like money around her. Like the 4 of Earth is usually like money coming in, or it's like maybe holding on too tight to money. But in this sense, it could be that you're doing that, but I'm feeling the energy of these cards is that you're holding on too tight to other people, to like you're not letting go and releasing. You're not letting yourself love yourself, if you can understand what I'm meaning. Like you're holding on to other people's feelings and emotions, and you're holding on, you're helping other people harness these things, but you're not really looking inside yourself and trying to help yourself, right? Because the Ace of Water comes in, and it's like this seahorse, right? The seahorse is telling her, okay, it's time to love yourself, right? It's time to all this that you want to adorn yourself with. You can do that. You can, if you just wrap yourself in this like love, right? Feel it, see it, observe it, feel it, go through it, enjoy it, right? And there's no, like, seahorse for me, it's not a fast moving thing, and maybe it is, but I always feel like it's like a bit slow moving. So like revel in this love that you have for yourself. That's what I'm feeling for this pile, is that it's time to go within and go within and love yourself, but also to show it off. And that's maybe the Chariot, where the Chariot comes in. It's like the Chariot could be a fast moving card, but it's also like It's a bit of an ego card. It's a bit of like a boasting card, right? Like, hey, yeah, I've won the race. I'm winning the race. Look at me. So it's like this kind of, right? So it's like grandeur, all right? Like you want to look at me, recognize me for what I've done. I'm like loving myself again. Interesting. Like a 7 card is like a very standing in your power kind of card, right? Wow, look, another messenger of air is the Knight of Swords, which is a fast energy. Wow. Okay, interesting. But again, here she doesn't look like she's moving very fast, right? And the air is mental, right? She looks almost peaceful where she is, right? Like her bird feathers all around her. She's being divinely guided, protected with the angels all around her. But she's just finding the calmness and the peace within her. Wow, patience. Sagittarius card. Temperance. It's finding that, finding the balance between you, finding that the balance of loving yourself and loving others, right? It's not only about you, or not like we tend to like put a lot of effort into one thing at a time instead of finding that balance between us, right? You can love yourself like 100%, but also give yourself 100%. There's no like mathematical equation here, right? It's like how you do it. But like we say, like we need to love ourselves first, right? But there's this balance. It's beautiful. And look at what else comes on the card. Love. The Gemini card. Lover's card. But again, here it's like, it's all this like finding that courage, finding your, the light inside you, right? Like these 2 pillars always remind me of the 11, right? Finding that divineness inside you. You are creator, right? We are God. We are creator. We are source. So find that courage and bravery you have by lying on this lion, right? Who is the lion? You are the lion, right? We are everything we want to be. We are strength, right? We are balance and patience. So pile number 4 is completely different from the other piles. Like it's more about you and finding this self-love and knowing that you are divine and that you can. Oh, look. I mean, it's like, right? If there's any Leos in this pile 4, then you're very represented here, as well as Cancer and Saggy. But love yourselves. I love, let's pick out, I have Moonology cards. We're going to pick out some moon cards since it's a moon deck. It's a moon deck. It's a moon reading. That's some lasting messages for pile number 4. Prosperity lies ahead. See, prosperity. That's a good omen. We like that. Confidence is your key to success. Yes, it is. I love that the lion came out here. Right? The Leo. There's a very strong presence of Leo in these cards. So whether you're a Leo or there's Leo around you, and maybe Leo around you can help you towards this self-love, then hang around the Leos. Emotions are running high, aren't they all? Yes. Okay. So beware, I guess. This is the emotions. Beware. You've been living in this world, and we know what's going on in this world, and there's a lot of emotions running high. So I think this is more of a warning in a sense, like you're here to take care of yourself and to find your self-love. And in doing so, since emotions are running high, it's best to stay away from people that are that incite like the wrong emotions inside you, right? The emotions that you don't need to be dealing with right now, because right now you need to be concentrating on yourself. Confidence, right? Gain that confidence in yourself. Love yourself. I love it. Prosperity lies ahead. Doesn't have to be always money. It could be prosperity. For me is like also inner prosperity, right? Okay. I hope this reading, I hope that you love yourself, peoples. We need to love ourselves more. We are the light. All right. Love you.